Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Lee. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Finds the receiver wide open. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Cyclones come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try the option play here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wonder how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the VAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Grab behind the line. It's Little.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Big, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
As the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And now the handoff. Physical run, breaking tackles. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Receiver makes the catch. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, he changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield with a +49.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The Scarlet Knights pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Scarlet Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 40. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big chunk gain on the first play of the drive sets them up near midfield in first and 10. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Cyclones getting set on first and 10. The shotgun running play call. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Ball spotted at the 5 for this third and goal play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before they even get to the locker rooms.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. Last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Ball handed off. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive moving.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. This time, a completion. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Now, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Rips off a... Finally tackled at the 46.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty because what seemed like a drive we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much they would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with 2 guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
Throws it to the right. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Scarlet Knights offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Important 2nd down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Catch made on the out route. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. The defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments. The Scarlet Knights will bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Can he make it? And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get into field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. The back's got it on the pitch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Scarlet Knights offense out there. We get the second half started with the running play. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. And he's got it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield of the 41. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Scarlet Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Extra point try coming now. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Bringing pressure. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And it's complete downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Cyclones have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw again. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back in cover 2, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instincts once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quick throw caught on the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights looking to cash in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. The Scarlet Knights line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the continuity this offensive line was on display, that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. Direct snap to the back. And tackled there by the defense.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Rutgers offense is back out on the field now, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it second and medium. And the back now goes in motion. He'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
There's the handoff. Oh, they've got him behind the line. It's a tackle for loss to wrap up the third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, he needs you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown.
Chris, when was the last game you saw not only one, but two kickoff returns for a touchdown by the same guy? Unbelievable performance, not only by the return man, but the entire unit setting these returns back for touchdowns.
PHC up and good. They get a little bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Rutgers offense on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Catch made, but the defense gobbles them up for just a short gain.
This is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackled, but forced down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Scarlet Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
They'll run it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? You can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down, they're going to throw it. Makes the ground. It's Lee. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw it again. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Wow, how about that, Chris? Nothing open downfield. He gets underneath to his running back, picks up some positive yards, but it's got to remember, they got to go quick.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Strap in for this exciting finish. The offense has one last drive. Time ticking away. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets rid of it on the move. The freshman off the mark behind his receiver that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting your quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And the Cyclones will have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Using his legs here. And he'll scramble for a 1st down and importantly get out of bounds to stop the clock. That's a smart play.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a 1st down and get out of bounds.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Powering through. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The quick throw out left complete. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. He's got it, looking for the end zone. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. It's a 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Cyclones. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
And the point after is good, so the lead now is 2 points in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st down, it's play action. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. That's a great performance in a pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff.